Staying on the transparency subject, you extend that principle to the Walmart and Albertson dilemmas, where you open these agonizing strategic decisions to your entire staff. And most CEOs these days might consider that to be reckless. What are the preconditions in terms of hiring, values alignment, and governance that make that kind of internal openness workable rather than chaotic?
I'm not sure it isn't chaotic at times. It definitely can become chaotic. But, transparency is as much about my life and what I do and how I live as it is about anything else. And transparency has to be driven in part by the company as a whole. I'm not the best person always to figure out what we should be talking about to our stakeholders. And the perspective that our employees have is critical to keeping us on the right track and keeping us on the right side of where our values rest. And yes, that is chaotic, because when we decided not to sell to Walmart, there were a lot of people who thought we were crazy because as shareholders, we were really reducing the value of their stock by not increasing our sales. And so not everyone was happy about that decision. It was almost divided 50-50 between the company. And sometimes I called myself the arbiter of compromise because I had decided, in some cases, I had to break that tie. And the other thing you mentioned was Albertsons. I mean, we had got into Albertsons as the first grocery store out that we had got distribution in. And that was a big deal. Our products were to be available in many places that they weren't available before because they had so many grocery stores. They were going to be available in many cases at a better price. So we were thrilled to have that distribution. But shortly after the products ended up on the shelf, there was a strike at Albertsons where the workers were revolting against the fact that their healthcare benefits were being dramatically reduced. And as crazy it might seem, people started to ask, do we want to make money from a company and a relationship where the employees are not being treated in the way we think they should be? So again, we took it to our staff. And some people said you can't pull the products off the shelf because no one else is going to do business with you if they think that as soon as they do something you don't like, you're going to do that.
Mhm.
A lot of people said that we're on the shelves of Albertsons to create safer and healthier products for our customers. And it's depriving them of that if we, in fact, take the products and put them off the shelf. So we talked and we talked and we talked, and someone much more talented and creative than I am came up with a brilliant solution. And that solution was use all the profits from the sale at Albertsons to fund the workers' strike so the workers could keep that strike going for longer and hopefully win that battle. An amazing, amazing third way to solve a problem that we could be incredibly proud of and feel like we hadn't compromised our values in that case.